One of the things we all know is that we learn better when we're moving. Do any of you use Go Noodle already? What do you like about Go Noodle? Dancing. The kids love dancing. And they get good at these dances. What else as a teacher do you like about Go Noodle, those of you who use it?
Virtual trips.
Virtual trips. You can take virtual trips. And what was the other thing?
They get like a break.
They get a break. And it's just like you. Be helpful to move. So let's put down our things. I want everybody to stand up. We're going to take a little break. So we're going to do a little moving. You get the idea. I can see your faces. It's like, yeah, this is nice. We can almost go home. And now you're talking and you're laughing. You moved a little bit. And so if you've never used Go Noodle before, that's what Go Noodle brings to your classroom. It brings the ability to energize the kids, but it also brings the ability to calm them down. It may be that they just came back from recess and lunch, and they are just wired. And you know what? You need them to sit down and read. There's ones that calm the kids down. But then there's other moments where it's been 14 degrees for 3 solid weeks, and everybody's going off the wall. Go Noodle is a great way to just give them that exercise. And you know what? As a principal, maybe you have the tech teacher bring down a projector and a screen to a big room. They have recess breaks, and you can do it in your classroom too, that are like 7 minutes long and 10 minutes long, even 30 minutes long. So if this is one of the only things you bring back, Go Noodle is a great way to help kids energize or calm down. One of our other skills in the tech curriculum map is information and research fluency. This is a really interesting skill for the first, second, and third graders. I remember like years ago when I first started teaching a computer class, one of the second grade teachers said to me, you know what, our kids are learning about states. I gave each of the kids 3 states. Could you take the next period and let them look up facts about those states? That's hard for little kids. And so over time we worked together and we figured out what are those skills, what are the learnings that you're trying to get, because it is part of the curriculum to figure out what's the state bird, what's the motto, what's the flag look like. And so work with your tech integration specialist. If you want kids to look up information, first, second, and third grade is not too young. I can't tell you how proud those first graders are when you bring them in and show them something like Little Explorer's Picture Dictionary. You can write clues like, I have a bird that starts with the letter B, and it has blue feathers and it eats nuts. And so they can take those skills where you're trying to help them with letter recognition, ABC order, and look up at a website, what can you find? It's a bluebird, yes or no? Did you accurately copy down the letter to spell the word bluebird? That's a really great beginning skill for the first graders. And when they get to second and third grade, that same Enchanted Learning website has all the states. And they can go to this one web page and everybody can have their own state and look up different facts. And when they get a little bit older, you might want to have them save pictures from the website. Again, your tech teacher can do that part of the skill, but you can share with them what would be helpful. So it can give you things like presidential birthplaces and major rivers and the highest points and what the map looks like and what the state flag looks like. So our kids aren't too young to do that kind of research in first, second, and third grade, but you need to help them and their parents. It's better to say to them, your children for homework are going to find information about a state. Go to Enchanted Learning's page and find it. It's so hard to say, go on the internet when you get home and find this information, because The internet is like a sea of words and pictures. It's hard for me as an adult sometimes. It's hard for 8th graders. It is immeasurably hard for little kids, but it's entirely doable when you send them to a particular website. Another thing you might want to consider with 1st to 3rd graders is having them go on little scavenger hunts. And again, this is something that you could do with an iPad, with a tablet device, with a cell phone that you just let them borrow. And what you can do is think about the content that you're getting at. They love taking photos. So perhaps you're working on religious symbols. You could send them out in pairs around the classroom. What is one religious symbol you notice in our classroom? Take a photo of it. Or perhaps you have them paired up with an upper grade and you let them each go into a different classroom. How many religious symbols of our faith can you notice? You could tie it into their math lesson. Bring out the manipulatives. I want you to show me how many different ways you can add up to the number 7 and take photos of that. And it's up to you what you do with the photos. They could just stay on the iPad for the kids to flip through. You could show them on a projector, or maybe even put them out there as one of those Facebook posts. Our students found religious symbols in our school. Can you guess what grade they found them in? So a scavenger hunt can really be a lot of fun because it makes their thinking visible to you. Sometimes we think that they understand regrouping, but until you see how they're regrouping, you may not notice what a kid's getting wrong or why. And even you can go up and down the aisles and look at things, but sometimes having a minute to reflect on a photo when everybody's out of the classroom gives you a different perspective on who's learning and what they're learning. Also, a lot of teachers these days enjoy telling the students, go home and find a picture of fill in the blank on the internet. We're looking for living and non-living things. Bring in a couple pictures of things that are living and non-living. Our schools have internet filters because we don't want them running into inappropriate things. Most of our parents don't have internet filters on their homes. So talk to your tech integration specialist because there are some websites that are really intended for students to find pictures. There's one called Pics for Learning that teachers and others donate pictures, and somebody literally looks at every photo before it's posted online. It's great for finding pictures of animals and things. Another website is called Photos for Class, and the interesting thing about that one is when they download it, it even puts a citation at the bottom, so that you could begin having those talks with kids about who put these pictures up on the internet, and how do we say thank you to people who donate their pictures online. And one way to say thank you is to put their name on the photo or to put the name on the piece of paper. So little foundational skills that, again, your tech teacher can help you with, but you may not have thought, hey, this is a conversation that we could have, however brief